Hello, YouTube again. Yeah. So, okay. Let me tell you how I know the difference between being a first time younger parent versus today being a second time, slightly older because I'm still young parent, you know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm in the back in my room filling out the paperwork from the school because I'm trying to get her up in there. You feel me? I'm on the phone with my neighbor getting some information from her and we just talking or whatever. My daughter comes in the room and she's just, smiling. Playing around on the dresser, looking at me, smiling, waving. So, hey, Vanessa. Hey, baby. So, you hungry? I get up, still on the phone with my neighbor now because we be talking. And I get up to go fix her some lunch because it's close to that time, right? So, I fix her lunch. I sit it in front of her. I notice a bag of candy sitting on the counter that I thought I had put on top of the refrigerator where I put everything that I don't want her to bother. What I did not notice was the container that I keep my sugar in sitting on the floor in front of the refrigerator. I did not notice that for some reason. So I fix her food. I fix myself some food. I sit down. As soon as I sit down, I'm still on the phone with my neighbor now. She comes up to me, mommy, mommy. I'm like, what, baby? What's wrong? I got candy stuck in my nose. Girl, how? How did you get? How? It was an accident, mommy. Now she's freaking out. Mind you, she been did this before she came in my room, y'all. Cause I put the candy up as soon as I saw it. We walked into the kitchen together, so she had already did this. She knew it was in her nose the whole time. Played cool, but now she's freaking out because she's like, I'm finna have to eat. This thing is still in my nose. I don't know how to break this news to her. I tried to get it out on my own by blowing my nose. It did not work. What do I do now? So she's freaking out. She's just so dramatic. Oh, mommy, it's in my nose. So I was like, girl, let me call you back. I get off the phone, and as a new time parent, my son has stuck things up his nose. And I would freak out. I done rushed him to the hospital twice because he had a marble in there one time and he had like a little pellet thing, As a second time parent, I go to the drawer, I pull out the little suction thingy that you have for them when they babies because I learned to keep that ever since my son kept sticking stuff up his nose. I kept it. So I have that in the drawer. I get that. I suck it out. See, now why would you put this in your nose? Because it couldn't have been an accident. I don't know, mommy. I am so sorry. And now she crying. Why are you crying? It's out your nose now, baby. Go sit down. And now my son would say that, mommy, you have so much more patience now. It's not that I have patience. I just ignore the foolishness now. I've learned to ignore the foolishness. Like, that girl could call me 100 times before I finally be like, huh? With him, I used to be like, what? So I guess that's why he feel like I have patience. No, I just learned how to tune kids out. And after you become a mother for the first, second time, listen, you learn to tune a lot of things out. I know people be like, girl, that's so wrong. What if it's really an emergency? Or what if that thing would have got lodged up there and she could have choked under the... Shut the hell up. She was fine. She was fine. She was going to be fine. She was good. This is also where that thing, wherever you fall asleep, you stay asleep at, came from also. From being a first time mama. Because this boy used to fall asleep anywhere. Even when he got a little older and I used to have to pick him up and take him to the room. And I learned, I'm not going to break my back because you don't know where your bed at or at least a sofa. So if you fall asleep in that chair, you're going to sleep in that chair. The difference between a first time and a second time parent. Listen. It's certain little things you learn in order to cope with these people, these little old folks and their issues, y'all. Boy, listen. My daughter done did some stuff that I probably did snap on my son about. He's like, you so much more patient now. You develop a patience I just can't understand. And I'm just like, boy, please. I just don't. You taught me a lot, son. You taught me a lot, son. I guess you taught me how to be patient. Apparently, I just be ignoring the foolishness. Now, when I say she was dramatic, y'all should have seen her. Like, this had been happening. She had this thing stuck in her nose for probably like 15, 20 minutes because that's how long I was on the phone. And she just, mommy, oh, mommy. She was freaking out because she done tried to hide it. She said she tried to dig it out with a finger. That didn't work. So then she went and got some tissue because I heard her say, I got to blow my nose. But right when I set her plate down, she said that, I got to blow my nose. So I'm like, okay, go blow your nose. She come back, then I noticed how she looked over at me at one point when she was trying to blow her nose. She just was like, because she was like, this. In her head, she had to be thinking, this is just not working. It's not coming out. I got to tell her that for some reason I stuck this candy in my nose. Like, I guess I wanted to see if my nose could taste it. Again, first time mama would have freaked out. First time me as a mama, lost it. Not my baby. Oh Jesus, I would have been more dramatic than her. Oh my baby, no Lord. This time, where this suction thing at? Come here, girl. Okay, now why would you put this? And it's still on a little suction thing. Why would you put this in your nose? You know what? Never mind. Go eat your food. Put it in the trash. Y'all, kids are a trip. They such a blessing. Such a blessing. All right, YouTube.